party, but you need to hear me out. No reply. At first, I thought maybe they just needed time to cool off. But a week passed then too. Even my cousins who used to text me randomly about homework or memes stopped responding. Nicole didn't say a word to me either. I had to see her almost daily because we live in the same neighborhood, but we only exchange the bare minimum, a nod, a stiff hello. The warmth between us was gone. My brother? He's been texting me insults and threats, but I blocked him on everything. The last message I got from him said, "You'll regret this forever. You destroyed our family," which just made me roll my eyes. What hurts the most is my parents' silence. They've always told me that family is everything, that blood comes before anything else. But now, it feels like I'm the one who's been cut out. My dad told my cousin that I was unstable and acting out of spite. My mom told a family friend I was making up lies and should be more respectful. And me, I'm sitting here, wondering if I really am the bad guy. I know I shouldn't care about what people say behind my back, but when it's your own family, it cuts deeper. I'm lonely, angry, hurt, and confused. Because even though I hate how Adam has treated me for years, and even though I know he deserves to be called out, I can't help but feel like maybe I should have waited. Maybe I should have kept my mouth shut at the party. But then I think about all those years of silent bullying, the hypocrisy, the double standards, and I know I had to say something. Now I'm stuck. Family divided. Me, the black sheep, and no one willing to fix it. The silence from my family felt endless, but people around me began to notice. Friends from college started asking if everything was okay. Some of my cousins, the ones who had distanced themselves, finally reached out with quiet messages like, "He was a jerk to you. We're sorry no one stood up for you." Those small gestures reminded me I wasn't completely alone. Meanwhile, my parents' cold shoulder continued. My mom avoided my calls, and when I saw her at a family event, a rare occasion since the birthday, she barely glanced my way. It hurt more than I expected. But the biggest surprise came one afternoon when my sister-in-law, Nicole, texted me. "Nicole, can we talk? Please, not about the party, about everything else." I stared at the message for a long time. Me, okay. When? We met at a quiet coffee shop the next day, away from prying eyes and family ears. Nicole looked tired, her makeup smudged like she'd been crying. She took a deep breath and said, "I didn't know what to do. Adam, he's a good man sometimes, but he's made a lot of terrible choices. I feel betrayed, but I also feel trapped. For kids, a family, I don't want to break them apart." I nodded. I could understand that. She continued, "I don't agree with how your parents and Adam have treated you. You've been so strong. Honestly, I'm scared. Scared of what Adam might do if this comes out more publicly. But I'm also scared of losing my family." After my conversation with Nicole, things didn't magically fix themselves. If anything, the atmosphere around the family became more complicated. Nicole and I started texting more often, mostly late at night when the house was quiet and we could be honest. We shared small frustrations, silent worries about Adam, and the unspoken truth that none of us really knew how to move forward. Nicole confided that she suspected Adam's mistress was more than a fling, that it had been going on for years. She felt stuck, too afraid to confront him directly or consider leaving because of the kids and the reputation they all had to uphold. On my end, I was still navigating the loneliness. The family was largely closed off to me, except for Nicole. But even she was walking on eggshells. Meanwhile, Adam's behavior grew unpredictable. He avoided me in public, but was aggressive in private family gatherings, throwing pointed comments and cold glares. I tried to ignore him, but every encounter left a bruise on my confidence. At one point, Adam pulled my dad aside during a family dinner and whispered fiercely. Later, my dad cornered me. "You need to think about what you're doing to this family. Your brother is suffering too." It felt like a betrayal. I was the one punished for exposing the truth, and Adam was the victim. The world had turned upside down. Nicole and I agreed we needed a family meeting, a real, no-holds-barred talk to air everything out. But convincing my parents and Adam, that was going to be a nightmare. Still, it was the only chance we had. That's where things stand right now. So, Reddit, I'm holding on to hope. Hope that speaking out was worth it. Hope that maybe family means more than silence and lies. After days of pushing, Nicole and I finally got everyone into the same room. Well, almost everyone. Adam still avoided sitting directly across from me, and my parents looked like they'd rather be anywhere else. My mom clutched a tissue she hadn't even used yet, and my dad stared at the floor like the meeting was beneath him. The tension was sharp, almost physical. Like you could slice it with a knife. Nicole started, her voice low but shaking slightly. We can't keep pretending everything's fine. The silence, the secrets. This family is suffocating. Adam rolled his eyes immediately, leaning back with his arms crossed. So now this is a therapy session? What? You two feel better now dragging us into your drama? I cut him before Nicole could respond. This isn't about drama. It's about accountability. You humiliate me every chance you get, all while living a lie. You're the one tearing this family apart, not me. My dad snapped, leaning forward with his voice raised for the first time. Enough. This is not how we solve things. We don't fix sin by airing it in front of everyone like a show. Nicole turned to him, quietly but firmly. So we fix it by hiding it? By protecting the one doing the damage while the rest of us pretend we're okay. My mom shook her head, eyes full of tears. You think you're helping, but you're just making things worse. This family used to have peace. No, I said. This family had silence. There's a difference. Adam exploded. You think you're better than everyone now. Because you finally grew a spine and embarrassed me in front of my kid's entire birthday party? You ruined our reputation. Nicole's voice cracked as she cut him off. You ruined it when you started sleeping with someone else. You ruined it when you came home smiling like everything was perfect while I was raising 4 kids alone and wondering why I never felt enough. There was a long silence. Then Adam muttered, You don't know what it's like. You don't know what I've been dealing with. Spare me, Nicole interrupted. I've spent years making excuses for you. I'm done. That's when it happened. Nicole stood up, straightened her back, wiped a tear from her cheek. I've already spoken to a lawyer. The room froze. I'm not staying in a marriage held together by lies, judgment, and public image. You don't get to cheat and still call yourself a good husband. And you, she turned to my parents, you don't get to call this peace. It's denial, and I won't raise my children in it. My mom gasped. My dad looked furious but said nothing. Adam stood up, yelling now, voice cracking from rage and fear. You can't do this. You're blowing everything up because of her. He pointed at me. She's jealous, bitter, and hates this family. You're letting her poison your mind. Nicole turned to me, eyes tired but clear. She didn't poison anything. She just said what we were all too scared to admit. And with that, she walked out. That night, the family shattered. My parents haven't spoken to me since. My mom sobbed as Nicole left, saying she was destroying the home. My dad muttered that the world was teaching girls to abandon their duties. Adam tried calling Nicole all night. She didn't pick up. A week later, she moved in with her sister. She's in the early stages of filing for divorce. It's messy, heartbreaking, but honest. As for me, I feel hollow and free. Some cousins have texted quietly, I support you or I'm proud of you. Others are silent. Adam's friends unfollowed me. My parents are pretending none of it happened. But the lie is out now. There's no going back. Nicole and I still talk most nights. About the kids. About therapy. About finding strength in the wreckage. And for once, I don't feel alone. I'm not sure if my parents will ever see me differently, or if Adam will ever own what he's done. But I've stopped waiting for apologies. I didn't ruin the family. I just refused to protect the rot any longer. And finally, someone else is refusing too.